Hi YouTube world, welcome back to my channel. I am doing the thing I have been dreading doing. I've already actually done it, but today's the day that I show you. And that is my massive lip declutter. I have decluttered so much, it's wild. And so I thought that you would want to see the fruits of my labor, especially after talking about lipsticks for 30 days in my lip challenge. So this is it. I'm going to show you. It's a lot. It's a lot. So get I don't know, a cup of coffee, something to drink. Start decluttering your own stuff. Sometimes I do that when I see other people declutter. And I'm going to give you a tour of what I decluttered and what stayed. So here is the huge box I have of all my lip declutter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate them out into kind of different categories and just quickly chat about why I came to this decision. And then at the end, I'll show you a quick photo of my new lip collection, which I feel is like so much more manageable. So this is just a percentage of what I'm throwing out. I'll give you a full count at the end, but I'm not going to go into detail about a formulation. I'm just going to go show you what I'm getting rid of in each. And if you're curious about what I really think about each of these products, I'll make mention as to what I have a video of, and you can look in my channel. Any of these I have, my 30-day challenge videos was dedicated to one or more of these formulas. So if you're curious, you can certainly find my thoughts. My thoughts have not changed regarding these products. It's just I have hundreds and hundreds of lip products and I only have one pair of lips, and things I'm not gonna get through them. And so a lot of these, if I really love the formula, I kept a lot of lipsticks. It's just about a shade range. The first one up, I did a full video collection of these. These are the NYX. This is Milky Gloss. I really love these. These all have really great scents to them. Somehow I got a duplicate of one. I'm just going to get rid of some of the lighter shades because I just have other nudie glosses I really like. This minty one, it's nice, but it's not my favorite. And this dark one is just a little too similar to some other shades I have. Another great gloss formula. The problem with these is they expire very quickly. This is from Tower 28. I have two of the jelly colors and two of their creams. These are really lovely, but again, they kind of turn really quickly. So if you have a large collection, I don't recommend getting these. But if you don't and you like any of these colors, I think you'd be very happy with the formula. I have 4 of the Flower Beauty CBD Chill Out Lip Glazes. These are wonderful. These are very comparable to the Tower 28 in terms of texture. They're really pretty. It's just, I'm not gonna wear these colors in this form. I prefer another type of formulation than this when it comes to these shades. Here are some Bobbi Brown lip glosses. These are really beautiful. These colors are just not ones I reach for often, or there's a formula I prefer in a similar shade. These Revlon Satin ink stains, these are really cool. This is a fantastic formulation if you're looking for one of those long wear, high gloss liquid lips similar to the vinyl lips that are coming out. I find these are much more comfortable. That being said, this is just not a product that I'm over the moon about. So even though I think it's so innovative and wonderful, it's just not one that I love. These Moira lip glosses were a new find. I actually kept a couple. These two I'm gonna part with. This one, I just feel the grittiness of the gold, and this one, as pretty as it is, I have a nude already that I like better. This is Dare Me. It's very pretty brownie nude, so I would recommend it. Here are 3 lippies from ColourPop. ColourPop is not my friend when it comes to lip products. This is the lippy stick, this is the blotted lip, and this is the glowing lip. All 3 of these I'm not the biggest fan of. I think the best of the bunch for me is the lippy stick, as long as it's not a matte one. Bare Minerals Mineralist Lip Gloss. Very nice formula, very much comparable to the others. It's just not my favorite shade on me, and it's not my favorite formula. It's just a little thicker than the others, and for that reason, I'm gonna let it go. Here are some from Revlon. This is their matte lip. This is actually really pretty. This is the shade On Fire. It's a very bright red. And I also have some of their Shine formula. This is my favorite product of theirs. These shades in particular, though, when I went to swatch them against some other colors, I have other shades that I would prefer to wear. So I am getting rid of number 3 Glossed Up Rose, number 2 Beaming Strawberry, and number 24 Shine Stealer. These from e.l.f., I really loved their Sheer Slick formula. I used to have all of their shades. These are the last of the bunch, and then this is their Hydrating Core Lip Shine. I much prefer their Sheer Slicks. I wish they hadn't gotten rid of these and kind of invested in this line. I don't find that the Hydrating Core is as good. Here are a bunch of MAC lipsticks. You will see I have a lot of the Love Me lipstick formula that I'm parting with. This is probably my favorite formula of MAC's. It's, to me, the most comfortable. I'm actually parting with DGAF, Joie de Vivre, Bated Breath, and Mon Coeur. I love these. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just I have so many duplicates of these shades, and I just can't. I can't have. So I'm gonna back to MAC these. I actually have one of like every kind of MAC lipstick. I have a cream sheen, I have a matte, I have a satin, and I also have a frosted here. I'm parting with Del Rio, Spanish Fly, Cream in Your Coffee, and Velvet Teddy. I just, again, have other shades that are so similar to this somewhere in my collection, and I rather part with them. And here I have a couple of minis that I'm parting with from MAC in Rebel as well as Plumiful. And then one of their Glow lip glosses. This was a special edition in Fleur Variants. And this one here is Shot of Color Lip Oil. This was an interesting product, just very, very messy. And I had mine in the shade Pocket Full of Sunshine. Here are two that I never fell in love with that I know are very, very popular. They're from Merit. They're their signature lip. The packaging is some of the prettiest I've ever seen. My problem with these is they were just super inconsistent between the color. I have Tiger and Fashion, and although I prefer Tiger, it has more of a sheer buildable quality than Fashion. I have a shade of lipstick that I prefer over Tiger. It's so similar. So for that reason, I'm gonna let them go. Let's get into some NARS. NARS is one of my favorite lip brands, and I have so many lipsticks. But with that being said, there are some that have expired that I feel like it's time to let go of. My last two Velvet Lip Glides, they have to go. I'm so sad, but I found shades in my collection that are similar to each, so I am gonna let these go. The last two that lingered were Vault and Paradise Garage. I love Paradise Garage. It's so beautiful. So goodbye to those. They were good to me. I also have a bunch of their Afterglow lip balms. I still have quite a few, but these shades I just don't wear as often. I've enjoyed them all, but these are my least kind of used or favorite, or I have another product that I prefer that's in the similar tone. So here I have Bang Bang, Laguna, Sex Symbol, Turbo, and Orgasm. Of these, I think I like Laguna the best, but I do have a color very similar to it, so I'm gonna let these go. But these are great. These are beautiful. I love the formula. It's just I have too much. I have one of their Audacious lipsticks. I never got along with this. This is one of their special edition. This is in the color Mathilde. I just didn't think this formula was great. It was actually really disappointing. This is one that I have every one of the shades, and I'm actually decluttering this one intentionally because I know my sister wants it. So I'm going to be gifting this to her. This is the Soft Matte Lip Balm from NARS. It is in Unrestricted. It's a beautiful pinky nude shade, and I mean, she's been wanting this for a while, and I think it suits her better than it does me. She has a cooler skin tone, so This is going to my sister. This is another one that's going to my sister. This is a sheer lipstick in the shade Damage. I love this, but I have a lipstick by Revlon that is exactly like this lip product. Here's some of the NARS satin lip pencils. These are great. They get lost in my collection. So I've actually never talked about this lip product on my channel. This is the Fenty lipstick. This is the color I have. It's Major Magnet. It's a beautiful, you know, nude, brownie nude. I just hate the scent on this. It's so strong. It's super sweet. I can't even pinpoint like what the sweetness is, and this is the refillable kind of packaging. Yeah, really cool concept. I wish these had a really either soft scent, soft vanilla scent, or caramel scent, or whatever. Just not this sweet scent. I just don't know what it is. It's really off-putting. Here are some from Milani. I actually really like Milani's formula. I don't love the scents on the original lipsticks, and actually this one is new, so I will be donating this. This one is one of their matte lipsticks. Nice formula, just not for me. I don't love matte lipsticks, and I'm very particular about the formula. And these are more of the shine version. These are gorgeous. This shade in particular, I love. What shade is this? This is Fantasy. I really, really recommend Fantasy. I think it's really pretty. I just have a shade just like it. Sticking to drugstore, these are great matte lipsticks. These are by LA Girl. These are the LA Matte Flat Velvet lipsticks. They come in really beautiful, vibrant shades. These are great. Again, I just have too much in my collection, but this is a great drugstore option if you're looking for a real saturated matte lipstick. Another great drugstore option that rivals the higher end is the NYX Powder Puff Lippy. It is very, very similar to the Clarins Velvet Lip Perfector. I'm actually parting with this Velvet Lip Perfector in number 2. It isn't my favorite shade in this type of formula. I much prefer their deeper 3 and 4, I believe, the raspberry or the red shade. And these are just very similar, but I just don't like this shade in this color, but I would definitely look into the NYX Powder Puff Lippies. They're great. This used to be my favorite lipstick, favorite color. This is 904 Varnished Rosewood in the L'Oreal Shine. They have long discontinued these, and I used this one up nearly to the end, but I'm not there. And when I went to use it the other day, it didn't make my lips feel the way they used to, so I think this one has gone off. So I'm saying goodbye to this one, but this was such a beautiful formula. Here are some Glossier Balm.com. This one in Wild Fig is pretty nice, but it's not my favorite, and I detest the lavender. It just smells like terrible potpourri. This one was interesting. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in just the clear sugar glass. This was awful. This is not like glossy enough. It just is sticky, and I don't know what they were thinking. I don't think the other butter glosses are like this. Here's another e.l.f. one. That's one of their long wear stains. It's fine. It leaves an okay stain. It's nice when it initially goes on. I think I prefer it like that. And actually this is very similar in color. This is a Wet n Wild Cloud Pout. This is a marshmallow lip mousse. This is a really fun texture. It's really nice, but the scent is way too sweet for me. And actually this NARS is very similar to it. This is an Air Matte. Kind of goes on moussey, actually has more of a dry down effect. Pretty, but not my favorite shade on me. This color was Gypsy. I would probably think of another color in this range for myself. This one I prefer. And in the same vein, this one by Rare Beauty, the Lip Souffle. I really love this formula, but this color is Courage. It's like my own lip color, but it doesn't make my lip color look better. And if I'm gonna wear a lip product that's my exact color, I probably want to wear a kind of a more comfort Shine formula and not this one, so I'm gonna part with this one, but this is a great formula too. 2 by Buxom. I had a video on this one. This is the Mexican hot chocolate. This was a bit of a disappointment. It's one of their full-on plumping lip creams. And this one here, this is actually quite nice. This is Dolly Dreamer, their full force lipsticks. These are nice lipsticks and they have a little bit of that kind of cooling effect, but they're much more subtle, and I think I prefer the lipstick over, but this shade Dolly Dreamer, I just have it in so many other formulations, so that's why I'm getting rid of that one. And might as well talk about the Too Faced Melted Mattes. These are really beautiful if you like super, super dry, powdery kind of lips. That is a look. That is a very, like, it's a very cool look, but it's just not one that I like. This shade in particular, Gingerbread Girl, I love it. I think this was limited edition. And this one is Cinnamon Bun, which was also limited edition. Both beautiful colors, but just not for me. Here's some Pat McGrath. This one here is the Lip Fetish Divinal Lip Shine. I have mine in the shade Nude Venus. I don't like this formula. It's a little too thick. I just never enjoyed it. I much prefer this formula, which is the Lip Fetish Sheer Color Lip Balms. I love these. I have 2 little minis here in the shade Blow Up, Flesh 3, and Passion Flower. Flesh 3, I don't really love the tone of it on me. And this Passion Flower, it's a little too, the coral is a little too off on my lips, unfortunately. It's matte lipsticks in the Fembot. This is a pretty nude color, but it's already kind of, it's really dried out. It's not as creamy, and I have another one in a full size in a similar shade, which I prefer. Here's one I haven't even tried. It is by About Face. It's their Light Lock Lip Gloss. I got it as a free gift, and it was sent in a color that I wouldn't really ever use. This is Hot Honey. It seems like a really pretty gloss. I'm curious, but truthfully, I'm just in a place where I'm a little tired of lip products because I've just been focused on them already for over a month, and I really just have my favorites, and I just don't want to acquire any new ones just yet. This one, I love this color. I hate the scent. This is by Too Faced, and the color is Sweet Tea. This one, I used up a lot of it, and I hated the scent the entire time I used it, but I thought the color was so unique. As it turns out, I was able to find a color just like it in my collection. This was my favorite lipstick ever. This is Trending Demi Matte formula from CoverGirl. I love this formula. This was a very short-lived formula in their collection, and I had another Trending, and I bought a fresh one, and this is just not the same shade. So I don't know if they're just turning in, but I just wish they would have kept these shades. They were very sophisticated, and I love them, and so the replacement was never as good as the original. Here are some Bobbi Brown crushed lip balms. I have mine in the shade Papaya, Lilac, and Cranberry. These are really nice. Very annoying packaging because you forget which end to put in the product. If you put it in this end, you end up smushing the product. I enjoyed these, but they were never my favorite formula. I kept going for the NARS Afterglow lip balms and some other ones, so letting these go. Also letting go some of these by Bobbi Brown. These are minis in the extra lip tint. These are nice, but I didn't love them. I thought they're a little bit overpriced, and I didn't love the shades in them either. And also any of the ones that have sparkle, they're quite gritty, which is weird. And then this is probably my favorite formulation from Bobbi Brown. This is their crushed lip color, and this is in the shade Daring Dalit. I just recently tried this, and unfortunately it's just really patchy and not as creamy as some of my newer ones, so I think it's already kind of gone off. So letting all of these go. Here's some newer kind of glosses. I picked these up at Sephora. This is their glossed formula. This is also their So Clean lip oil. This one was, I prefer the lip oil to this one, but even after I swatched everything in my collection, I found that I didn't really have a place for this lip oil. I have also this Catrice lip oil. It's just a clear, it's okay, but again, kind of don't really have a place for it in my life, so I'm going to part with it. This Essence Plumping Nudes lip gloss, I have mine in the shade So Heavy. This was nice. It did not feel that plumping. Stila Stale Day lip color in patina. This is a mini. I haven't even opened it, so I'm gonna go ahead and donate it. This one by Laneige is their color bar. I can't stand the scent, so it's going. This one I did not get along with, the Holika Holika Water Drop. This one here, I never really liked the tone of color that it turned my lips. It's one of those pH colors. This Burt's Bees Gloss and Glow, it was neither glossy enough or glowy enough. I have mine in the shade Chill Time. It was just Same thing with this one by CoverGirl Clean Fresh. I have mine in the shade Bubble Pearls. This one was sort of like just like an in-between. This is the lip stylo. I didn't love it. I didn't despise it. It was middle of the road. This Diamond Plumper from Physicians Formula, also just very middle of the road for me. I've never loved Clarins lip oil, so the mini is going. I did not care for this Grande Lips lip hydrating lip plumper. It was not great, caused some irritation. I didn't find that it plumped my lips, just really bothered them. This one by Sigma, this is their moisturizing lip balm. This also, I wish this just were clear. This one, at least the one I have, it turns your lips like pink, that kind of like weird pink that happens with pH changing, so don't love that. This lip gloss by Dose of Colors, very pretty, a little too blue shifty for me, and I have one by Flower Beauty that I prefer, that it's a little more subtle. This one by Item Lip Quip. It has a very kind of mango-free scent. I actually like it, but I have other formulas I prefer that are very, very similar, like the ones from Lunar Beauty. Here's one from Rowan. This is their Kiss Kiss lip balm or liquid lip balm. This is really pretty. I love this formulation. I just have other ones I prefer. And this one here by Fit Glow Beauty is Regal. I love, this is probably one of my favorite lip glosses. And I think this shade would suit my sister better than it suits me. These I never got along with by Tarte. These are the Maracuja Lip Plump. I like these definitely better than the original. Nonetheless, all of them are just very, very thick, and it's very hard to apply a thin, comfortable layer. It gets really thick quickly. I also have the Tarte H2O Balm. This one was okay, not my favorite. This I actually quite like, the Maracuja Juicy Lip Cream. These are just like a comfortable thin lipstick. This one's in Mulberry though, and I never really liked the shade, but I have two others in this formula, and I really do like them. Smashbox Always On Lip Color and Out Loud. I prefer the cream version of this lipstick, and so I have that. I never loved this Mented lipstick in Peach Please. The color was just not great on me. It was a fine formula. I just didn't see what was so special about it. Oh, I used to be so obsessed with Lipstick Queen, these color changing kind of lipsticks. This is a mini in Highway 56. It's green and it turns peach. I mean, I used to be obsessed with this, and I don't know, Lipstick Queen came and went, and I just very sad, but this one is just doesn't suit me as well as some of the other ones. The Laneige Grapefruit Lip Glowy Balm. It's okay, it's not my favorite lip balm, and I've used a lot of it up and I'm kind of over it. The Olio e Oso Balm number 4. This is the last that I have. I had gone through a phase where I really love these. The problem with these, they turn very quickly. So similar to the Tower 28, this is like a natural product. And so if you have a lot in your collection, I would not get these because they turn. And unless this is a product you're using all the time, you'll be upset when it turns because they're expensive. The Fenty Pro Kisser Luscious Lip Balm. I love this formula. I have 2 other colors. This shade just doesn't suit me as well, so might be for my sister. And Cosmetics Lip Luminizers. I am parting with this Faded Clementine, Van Gogh, and Mystic. This is a very nice formula, kind of a shine-based balm formula, but these aren't my favorite shades on me. I am parting with Moroccan Sunset. I love this color, and I found that I have a lipstick that is very similar. And then I'm also parting with the Vintage Rosewood shade in their Infinite Lip Cloud, I believe this is called. I love this shade. It's really pretty, and this formula is a very comfortable long wear matte liquid lip, but I just don't really like liquid lips, so I'm gonna let those go. This one, I love this shade. I had a whole video comparing it to a high-end. Just after wearing it for a full day, I didn't love how my lips felt. I felt they were quite drying, and I wonder if it has to do with the fragrance in this. This is the Essence Long Lasting Lipstick in number 2, Just Perfect. This one by Kosas is Royal. I never really loved this lipstick. Not sure why I even got it. It's just an okay lipstick, and again, Kosas gems, they turn very quickly. This one I've had forever by Marc Jacobs. This is Boy Gorgeous. Oh, I wore this color. Do you see how much I wore this color? I wore this color. I love this color, but it is time to let it go. Another one that's time to let it go is the Collagen Lip Bath by Charlotte Tilbury. I found the Pixie one is so much better. Did a video on that, and I don't love the applicator or the mintiness on this one. NARS, I don't know what formula this is. This is also in Dragon Girl. This is like a very highly pigmented lip gloss. This is nice. It's just too messy in this deep color. And this is Aragon by NARS. This is a great lip balm, but I just have too many. I have another color that I prefer in this, so I'm gonna let this one go. These I also love so much. These are the Illamasqua Hydra Lip Tints. I did a video on all of the shades here. I am gonna part with these. I'm just never gonna wear them. So this is in Swimsuit, Grapevine, and Bonfire, I believe. So those I'm parting ways with. Other kind of brownie ones that were wonderful. These are by Proper Beauty and Closer and Her Magic. These were my favorite shades. I have 2 lip colors that are identical to this though, so I'm gonna let them go. Same thing with Moneymaker from Huda. This is such a pretty glowy lipstick. I really like this shade too, but I just have it in really 3 other colors. So these did not beat out the other shades. Here are some Urban Decay Vice lipsticks. I love these, but when I started to compare with what I have in my collection, these fell a little bit short when I did a little bit of a swatch off. I have 2 minis and 3 full size. So I have Love Trap, Ravenswood, Flower District, Callback, and Back Talk. Flower District, I loved it probably the most of this bunch. However, it turns out I have 2 lipsticks that are just like this, and when I swatched them side by side, I think I preferred the transparency of some of the other ones, so that's why I'm letting that one go. I have 2 by Tom Ford. One is a full size in the shade Exotica. I have hardly touched this one. I just happen to have this color in 2 other formulas I prefer better. So this one is going. I also have a mini of Casablanca, which is a very beautiful color, but again, I have this kind of in some other shades that I prefer. From Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution, I am parting with Legendary Queen and The Queen. I just have both shades in another formula I prefer. And last, but shockingly, maybe to some, is I am parting with 5 lipsticks from Lisa Eldridge. I love a lot of her lipsticks, but some of them just don't suit me, and I will explain. So these are 2 of her Luxuriously Lucent. This is my favorite formula of Lisa Eldridge. Je ne sais quoi is just not a very pretty color on me, but might suit my sister better. So that's going to her. Also, Atomic Cherry, just not the nicest color on me. I have other colors like it, but richer, that I prefer. And then of her Velvet line, I have Velvet Decade, Velvet Blush, and Velvet Muse. Velvet Decade is super rich, chocolatey shade with some burgundy in it. Really pretty, but I have a shade already like it. This is just not as creamy as some of the other ones. We have Velvet Muse and Velvet Blush. Both of these are beautiful. Both of these have the same problem. They have dried out enough that they've just like fallen out of and broken off. These happen sometimes with this formula. I don't know what it is about the blush of the Velvet formula, but I don't know. No one talks about it, but you spend a lot of money and you expect the lipsticks to kind of stay put, and they really don't. This one, you see, same problem happened. I could repair it and everything. The problem is they're just not as creamy. And both of these shades I have in Charlotte Tilbury shades that behave a little bit better from a matte perspective on my lips. So I am letting these go. Oh my goodness. So that was a lot of lipsticks. Let me do a quick count and I will let you know how many I am getting rid of. I am parting with 156 lipsticks. That is insane. Never again will this happen in my life. This is very wasteful. I'm going to disinfect everything that I can so that they can be donated. Lip glosses can't be donated. See what my sister wants from this stash and any other friends. But again, it's just, this is not what I want for myself. Let me show you though what I am proud of, which is what I've kept, and I feel like I've thoughtfully went through all of it. So here is my new and improved lip drawer. I love it. I've already been so much happier with this quantity. What I've done is sort of organized by both formula and also color. So I have mostly lip glosses up here, right up here, into lip balms, lip tints, and then kind of like moussey long wear formulas. Here I have my favorite type of formulas, which are kind of like lip balm shine lipsticks. This is the majority here, and I have them in kind of like, this is the orangey row, this is the berry row, this is the plummy row, into nude, into pink, into brown. What I realized was I was organizing incorrectly. I was organizing my collection more by brand, and so I wasn't really, once I was like focused on a brand, I wasn't exploring other brands, and I didn't like that because I don't want to think of lip products like by brands. I want to think of them by the actual product. And so I feel like I have a really good variety here. It makes me happy. I have high end, I have indie, I have, you know, brands I absolutely love, formulas that I really, really love. And yeah, this has just already made me just so much happier and so much easier when I get dressed in the mornings. So I just love it. And is it still too much? Absolutely. And I think, you know, down the road, I will definitely, as I'm going through my collection and using it, actually using it every day, if I'm not so happy by the end of the day of using a lip product, I'm going to declutter in that moment. I'm not going to wait to amass a lot before I declutter. I want to declutter as I use, because I think that's just a much more honest representation of what you use. So anywho, this is all though because I did that 30-day video, the 30-day lip challenge. It allowed for me to really get to this point. And yeah, I'm just really, really happy. And if I'm gonna be crazy, I do want to point out one thing, because this came after sort of my series ended. This Shiseido, I don't know what this is called. Shiseido, I think this is called like the Color Lip Gel. Anyway, this was on sale at Sephora, so I did pick one up in 103 Peony. This is so beautiful, and this is the exact formula, the exact formulation, at least what it feels like, to the Linda Hallberg Fantastics lips that I love. So just want to point that out if you are curious about this and it's hard for you to get to the LH Cosmetics. This Shiseido was on sale, so yeah, and it's really just as beautiful. But anywho, that's really the newest addition to my lip collection. So I hope that you enjoyed kind of my journey to declutter. I'm again still kind of, I'm gonna focus on other drawers, like my blush face drawer. I did some decluttering, but it's still not where I need to be. Or like my bases and kind of all my face products. This is not where it needs to be either, but I kind of have to do it slowly at this point, because I rather do it slowly and intentionally. That's my preference. I think the only thing I have left to do when it comes to lip products is I have a baggie filled with lip liners. So I'm not the biggest lip liner fan, so I'm gonna go through this and just like pick out the best of the best. And that usually lives back here because I never access them. So let me know if you were shocked by any of my declutter. All right, take care everyone. Bye.